Can't get rid of me, hey, 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 hey. I run the underground like a fucking marathon. I go to sleep in the hard head to the job done. These niggas only put in work when it seems fun. But to be a boss, you gotta have boss growth some. Why should I stunt hard for a bunch of fronters when most of y'all never seen money? Stevie Wonder, to fix the mesh I made, I'ma need more than a plunger. And
making whole scene is saying, big dog, about to bring the motherfucking pain. Lock it in, lock it in, lock it in, lock it in, lock it in.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and get psyched. I'm gonna get into this one. I'm feeling good today. I'm feeling good today. Hear me? Let's go, champ. Hey, say. No. Run my door now. Fire up. Let me keep you inside. Let me keep you inside. Y'all ready? Yeah. Yeah. Let's go. Welcome back, baby. Yeah. I am your host. You hear me? I am Mickey J. the Allen. Huh? AKA Zone.
Cut that bitch off.
With the big hands, you feel me? And say, man, you are watching the Gangster and Gentleman Podcast. Let's get some claps, man. Relax. Not trying to make an all-day fit out of this particular scenario. Now, this little topic right here, it might or it might not step on some toes. But guess what? It needs to be said.
yep.
And guess who's gonna say it?
Oh, man, this.
Move it!
Who?
Relax. Relax. So, throughout life, I've gathered this data.
Barely.
Called knowledge. You understand me? And from watching and experiencing my own personal endeavors of whatever this topic is about to be, I can personally say it is true. It is very much accurate. Today, people, we are going to talk about your partner being a reflection of you and your decision making. And how people judge and categorize where you are in life. Oh man, some of y'all about to be spooked. Now, this is a random topic. Completely random. Again, nothing that I say is rehearsed nor choreographed. That's the right term for that? That is choreographed? You don't know nothing. Shut up. I don't practice. Shout out to AI. You understand me? I come in here, I do my job, and I leave. You understand me? I give it as real as much as I can spill, giving you the time to listen, receive, and heal. And then I grab my keys, stand on both feet, look at my car, open the door, put my foot on the brake, then hit the gas with 2 or 1. Oh, got a little crazy. Hand on the wheel. these are just things that come to me that I feel like need to be heard by the people.
Facts.
And this is a exceptional one due to the fact I don't think a lot of y'all consider this topic. So I like to talk about the things that you don't think about until the damage is done from a scenario. Yeah. I like to talk about the things that when you're going through it, or you're in the thick of it, pause.
Don't even start that. Don't even start
You be
that.
like, damn, boy did say something about that. I was watching two podcasts, and he was like, yes! That's what it's designed for. Because if you're watching this after the worst has happened, you can do nothing but relate and familiarize. So, okay. I like to give little disclaimers before I start certain topics, because I'm not going to give a damn from this point on. A lot of y'all got to understand this. Start now. You got to make sure when you open up yourself to love somebody, that you're okay with everything that comes with the person that you're loving. Foundation. Number one, I've said it prior. You've got to know the mindset of the person that you're with.
Facts.
Number one. That's like that acceptance alone can stop you or give you some understanding on why it might be okay for you to proceed. Just move with me as I kick it this time.
My man.
The mindset of knowing who you choose before you infuse will determine futuristically whether you win or lose. All right, I really like that. I'm a word warrior. Shout out to my brother B. You know, I really am. I get out here, I give it a gift. It's all new. I didn't find it at no thrift. You know what I mean? Because I got a lot more in store. So listen to that. You got to make sure you're dealing with the person and not that person's representative. See, a lot of people are put on this illusion that they're this and that just to get you. And once they got you, don't know what to do with you. Because the heart, this what people need to understand. It's easy to get something once obtained when you make it a goal, right?
Yep.
Consistency. Consistency will truly get you what you want if you got the patience to just be diligent and just be consistent towards it. And most of the time, love and relationships are no different. That's why side chicks and side dudes exist. Consistency.
Shit like that.
Always in the stands, rooting on your gal or your man. Willing to lend a helping hand. You hear me? That's why they exist. Consistency. I know what you got going on, but he or she can never appreciate you the way I do. So when that plane doesn't soar and hits the floor, I'll be here to help love and mend you and maybe more. Let's get some more steps. I'm feeling poetic tonight because I'm here for some relationship justice. Relax. I'm gonna kick it tonight. I'm feeling it. Relax. So, having that mindset, just keep that in mind. You can have the best dude, you can have the best girl. That doesn't mean that, not saying they're messing around on you, but always know there's a reserve on the curve. There is at least 1 to 2 numbers that person can call. So they don't feel like they got to chase you and contemporarily replace you. That's male or female.
That's it.
Right? I'm gonna build it. I'm just building it. I'm building it. Just let me rock. Let me rock. Let me rock. So, knowing the mindset of the person that you with early, it's going to help you understand the temperament that comes with this person once they don't get their way, or when things start going bad. See, when you get somebody's representative, the representative is what you do when you apply to jobs. You know, the higher pitched voice, the extra courteousness, you know what I mean? The extra fake laughter. It won't funny. What are you laughing at? Relax. The old folk used to call it brown nosing. You know, you're doing all the right things to get in somebody's good graces, to make them extra comfortable, to make them feel like, oh man, this person's so sweet, this person's so loving, you know. Layers. See, I'm as I grew older and I realized who I was. See, as you're listening to this, know who you are. Don't be a shitty person and think that you're in a higher anarchy of this conversation when you're really the problem. Just keep that in mind this whole time. I'm not placing nobody here or near. I'm just making statements that's clear.
Facts.
I ain't come here to judge anybody or make anybody feel at a higher level than anybody. But if you are, you know who you are. This is that simple. Once you dissect, if you're dealing with the person or the representative, it's only two ways to find out who you're really dealing with. I've said this prior before, but I'll say it once more. You got to know the pet peeves of the person that you're dealing with. You got to know what ticks that person off early. If they don't like it, or certain things that can be said that could trigger them to show emotion. See, what you're searching for is a rise of emotion. I'm not saying go out here and get your ass beat, man or woman. What I'm saying is, see what their emotion temperament is like.
Yep.
Once you understand the emotion temperament of a person, that will help you dissect the mindset of this person. Because a person who feels or runs or has cowardly traits when things aren't going their way, or they're mad, or, you know what I mean, they become super aggressive, or they need certain things to cope with emotions, should let you see before it even gets deep. You got to understand, you could be taking the risk. You could be taking the risk. It's just that simple. Once you understand, hey, if you do drugs and the person don't, and or vice versa, or one of y'all smoke, one of y'all drink, the other one doesn't, or one of y'all does nothing, complete square, L7, and the other one does everything.
Yikes.
You need to understand this off the real. The moment you start dealing with things that you weren't trained to do, nor be around, nor tolerate, you will be judged immediately. Especially when people who care about you see that you're not getting certain things out the deal that you signed up for. Right? That's male or female. If you're dealing with a woman who has aggressive behaviors, it heightens when she's high or drunk or does any type of pills or anything, and that's when all the emotion comes out, right? That's when this person's at their peak of emotion. That's because you're not getting that person in sober time. Let me tell you something. Real life story. Oh, shit. Real life story, right? Real life story. And I should have learned from this. And this is not to shame her, G. This is not to shame her. Because now I'm a fucking fish. And, you know, it is what the fuck.
What?
I'm French baby mama, right? When I was sneaking and freaking, you know what I mean? I remember the first time I really got to chill with her like I wanted to. And she got drunk. And I wasn't drinking. Nigga, we were like teenage, like going into our late teenage years. But look, my pops used to be an alcoholic, right? So I grew up around drugs and alcohol all my life. But I never had the urge to do it. I was raised by niggas who kept shit real. Say, man, it look like we're having fun. We're not. Niggas is out here masking shit now. You know what I mean? Niggas is going through real life shit, and we just having fun as a unit. Once we leave, reality gonna kick back in, and this shit is gonna kick our ass the next day. This ain't what you want. Don't think this shit is life. Shout out to Uncle Fast. He was always the main one. You got to have that one person who not only is willing to be aggressive with you, potentially put their hands on you if need be, because they love you that much and not want you to fuck up in life. But you got to have somebody in real life moments say, come here. What you looking at right now is an illusion. Shit ain't real. Like, you know what I mean? Niggas is really out here going through real shit. And even though niggas out here dancing, drinking, singing, you know, niggas is in unity, it won't be like this no more. Half these niggas in this yard probably won't fuck with each other after the day. You hear me? This is a temporary release because men don't know how to express themselves. You'll learn what I mean later in life. And then,
shit like that.
now, he didn't say all those things in death, but that's what I summed it up to. I mean, he was wise, but the nigga won't that wise.
Relax.
I mean, no disrespect to you.
Oh, son of a bitch.
You hear me? He was a true shit kicker, but he won't kick his shit like now.
Nope.
I had to learn that myself. Yeah, I did. But he was always, in those environments, the realest one in the room to me. Because he had more than everybody that was in that environment. Besides probably my Uncle D at the time. They were neck and neck. Like, them niggas was doing good in their younger years. They made the right decisions. Here or there. I don't want this nigga to see this and think I'm just, yo, that's crazy. You just pay so much homage to me. Yo, get out my face, G. I ain't talked to you in a while. I'm feeling some type of way. Relax. I'm just into giving niggas flowers. I'm just into giving niggas flowers. But I love you. And either you will have to snuff me or I'm about to snuff you when I see you. Because that's how we do. Let's get some claps for me and my uncle's love. Relax. But you got to decipher who you dealing with when people show you who they are. Now, like I said, we were young. She messed around and got drunk. And I got triggered because I immediately thought of my pops. This is a real situation. This is the big man being 100% vulnerable. When she did it and I came in the crib, I was just like, yo. And the fucked up part was this. I knew she loved me and all that shit. She would tell me she loved me and shit. But the level of emotion she was showing me love that night, bro, it angered the fuck out of me, bro. It angered me because why did you have to get this fucked up to let me know you care about me this much? Aww. See, that only hit home with people who going or went or have survived real situations. Because at that moment, I understood I need to stop. I need to leave this person the fuck alone, bro. And believe it or not, man, you be proud of me. I did. I stopped fucking with her that night. After that night, I stopped fucking with her, yo. Damn, that's crazy, man. How the fuck you stop fucking with me? Yeah, baby, relax. The coot dude was calling me. I was a young boy. You understand me? You can't keep hounding me for meat. And I already know the coot dude sweet. Like, what we doing? I'm a young boy. So, long story short, I did cut her off for a while. I had to disclose why. Like, as soon as I got there, I left, G. I seen this motherfucker hovering above the door. She telling me, that motherfucker throwing up and talking like, I love you so much. Relax. Fuck you. Do you know what I've been through? I got to leave here to probably go back to the same shit I'm leaving right now. I came here for an escape.
Facts.
You couldn't just be this person without the booze. Now, mind you, further down the road, I too started to fraternize with these beverages, and I'm not gonna lie. To this day, I'm not the pirate I once was. I really have came down a lot. I'm a social drinker, and I get it. Shouts out to her. I'm not trying to judge you, baby girl. You didn't know you weren't taught to display your emotions, and a lot of us just need more understanding. So I understand, sweetie. It was a lot to take in. You were in love. We were young. You didn't know how to make me feel that you cared. So you had to build up the courage. I know. This is things I had to learn through life, sweetie. But at the time, we had that conversation. I stopped fucking with you. You kept hitting me up. We figured it out. We found a median. And next thing you know, life happens. You see the commercials. Right. So, real life. It's my life. I mean, that really happened. Had I walked away then, gentlemen, I wouldn't be the person. I probably wouldn't be the person to the level I am today, because unfortunately, that scenario made me change the way I think and moved and had to operate in life. So, I guess. Thank you. Thank you for putting all that pressure on me at a young age. I couldn't have did it without you. Oh, you're so amazing. But anyway. When you understand and you see certain things, you have a chance to walk away from it. Like I said, in the moment I walked away from it, bro. Because I knew at that moment I was dealing with a bigger demon than I thought. If you this age and you drinking this type of shit at this age, and what is on your mind that you can't just talk about? You got to pick up on that type of stuff. I learned when I did start interacting with alcohol, I would become super passionate. I'm a Pisces. Let's start. Let's get some passion, Chad. Real ones know what's up. You're passionate. So I'm already a passionate speaker. You get what I'm saying? I kick it to y'all the way I kick it to y'all. So imagine how I'm just kicking it when it's on some one-on-one. It's just me and you. Oh, see, I'm ready for that. The McMahon is a man of many hats. Yeah. And I stay too legit. That's why I got on the hat that say lit. But that's these traits have to be identified. Because it's a lot of people who held on way longer than they could. A lot of people held on longer than they should because they thought they could help or change that person when that person has no intent to change. Some people, you have to leave exactly where you found them. Message. Regardless of how much you care. Because you're gonna deal with a whole nother beast holding on, trying to help this person get to a certain level they're not enthusiastic to get to. Now, far as the person that you're dealing with directly, as a man, you got to understand this, bro. You got 3 jobs as a man, right? Number 1 is to protect. Number 2 is not to affect. And number 3 is not to neglect. Let's break it down. Let's break it down. When you really would... Now, this conversation is for people in relationships or planning to be in a relationship soon or clearly just got out of one who can relate to the topic. So if this ain't registering to you, you ain't been to it. or you're about to, and you might want to sit down, shut up, and just listen. Because I'm giving you some. I know I'm playing a little bit in this episode, but I'm trying to give you some real shit. If you just stay with me, don't leave me. So, when a man's with a woman, by instinct, his number one, like if he cares. This is to a man that cares for a woman. Some of y'all don't feel cared for because some of y'all requirements of what care looks like isn't the proper whatever. Because some of y'all ain't got dads, women. I'm just going to throw that out there. Some of y'all don't know what a love from a man looks like and care from a man looks like and can't appreciate it properly because you didn't have a man in your life. So you want what looks good in other people's relationship. We're not talking to you. You already lost, and it's not going to stop there till you change your mindset. Throwing it out there, women. I hate to come at you like that, but, it is what it is. When a man who cares for you, directly, just you, and whatever baggage you may come with, when he cares for you, his number one goal to make you always understands that he's going to protect you.
Facts.
He's always going to make sure that he's always going to cater to you knowing, I got you. Anything wrong, you good, you feel safe, how you feeling? Like, you go somewhere, men scanning everywhere, they see the biggest dude walk in the room, they try to analyze, is he going to be a threat or is he going to try to be a problem with this lady? Men are instinctually like that. Not boys, men. Stay with me. Protection is number one when it comes to a man. Two, when I say affect you, a man understand. A man, not a boy. Keep it. These words matter. Let's just keep these clear. Words matter.
Facts.
When a man is dealing with you, he's not going to let you feel or go to any levels beneath what you were when you initially dealt with him. If you were doing good before you met somebody and you just happened to start doing bad, that man in your life, without nobody saying nothing, is obligated to be the first line of defense for you. Because A, this is the person you're giving time to. B, this is somebody you're giving your body to. C, this is somebody you're giving your trust to. And D, this is somebody you believe cares for you the way you care for them. So once you're in a position lower than you were before you met that person, because we all go through real shit. Shout out to my wife. I mean, I would have lost some shit a lot. And I didn't care. I didn't see. I'm one of these people. If I lose something, I'll let it go. Because it's only gonna make me wire up more. Like, you know what I mean? I get up and fucking yeah. They think they can do this. I get hungry hot. I get excited because now I know. I put it in my mind. Oh, they laughing at you. They think you fell off. I'm one of them. I'm self-motivated. I don't need nobody to put a battery in my bag. You feel me? I walk around with my own USB cord and my own pack of batteries. Oh. I recharge them on the spot. So everybody not wired like that though. When that man sees that you're going into certain circumstances and you're going through certain things, true enough, if you got family that'll help, they will. But the worst thing you can do, and I tell people this all the time, bro, you can't go around praising your significant other too much, male or female. You can't go around saying, this person is so much of this, and this person is so much of that. And then some real shit happens, and that person's not available for the help.
Message.
It looks worse when a man isn't available for a woman than when a woman is available for a man when you're in a tough spot or a real rut.
Facts.
And this is the burden that men who have to get out here and fight and sacrifice and go through life trying to provide go through. Now, just so men understand, when I say that, understand this is situational. If you're a man that's busting your ass and you getting it out the mud and you trying to go out here and get it, you doing it the right way, or even if you in the streets and you out here taking that risk and you doing this and that, I'm not saying if your woman going through some shit, you should be just giving her all your money and doing all that. No. But you should be the first person she trusts to help her. And if you can't, now she knows that she not only has you, but anybody else who can assist.
Facts.
You don't need a million people in your business. You just need 1 or 2 people to help you get out of certain situations. People that's not going to bring it up and throw it back in your face. And if you really got somebody that care about you, they not.
Shit like that.
They're not going to throw back in your face when they had to help you with when you know in your heart, the next one is on me regardless. You help me through this, the next one on me. I don't care what it is. We gonna figure what you did is just put yourself in the good with me because now I see that you're not gonna you don't want me to fail. See, that's what this is a part of the mindset that you got to evaluate. If somebody's focus is, nah, as a woman or a man, nah, man, you know what I mean? I don't really see myself, you know what I mean? Like, if you be like, yo, man, if I was in a messed up spot, and you know what I mean, and I ask you, could I hold something until I get back on my feet? How would you look at that? Depending on how that response goes, and how much time you've invested. And don't ask that question like a month or 2 months in, 3. Like, be together for at least 8 months before you ask some real shit like that. Because I'll probably be like, shit, I ain't gonna hold. You probably figured. Because I don't know if that kudu mine. I don't know if that little is fully mine for me to be out here taking losses for you, champ. Because you can have a whole nother dude helping you when I'm thinking it's just me and you. So around 8 months to going on a year, if you ask a man that type of question, I think it's feasible. And most high value men, they just gonna do it anyway because they got it. But a man who's middle class or lower, bro, they can't afford just to be giving you everything they got. They can't. So what they can help you with, they're gonna help you with. But the moment you make a man feel like you're not grateful for what he do, boy, will he document it? Oh, buddy, you won't get too many more favors out of him. So watch your conduct. Especially when a man who works a good 9 to 5 or 12 to 12 or, you know what I mean, 16 hours. Watch how you treat that man who goes out here and earns that money the right way. Because that ain't no easy come, easy go money. That came with sweat. That came with a lot of bone ache. That came with a lot of damn, I don't want to like go in this motherfucker, but I know I got to take care of these bills. It's different for somebody on the streets. Somebody's 50 on the streets and can never equivalent to that man who had to work under somebody, to get that $50. And a lot of y'all chicks, women need to understand that. Who dealing with street dudes and then want to run the good dudes after the street dudes don't do you the right way.
Message.
It's a difference in that money. There's a slow grind and that's fast money for a reason. It ain't gonna touch the palms the same. But it should mean more because anybody who's willing to work and give and make sure that you good is somebody who fully got your best interest in mind. Message. And a lot of y'all women abuse that. Just thought I should say that on behalf of the men. I got you, brothers. I got you, brothers. I'll never forget about that. I'll never forget. I just did, because it's a lot of ungrateful, entitled women out here who needed to hear that little bit. I lost a lot of y'all with that little tent. That little rant right there, I lost y'all. I know I did.
Scram.
Who cares? This is to the real now. So, once you going through real things and you understand that a man is not going to let whatever life is throwing at you affect you too much, that should already let you know you got a fighter. You got somebody who genuinely cares. And more importantly, you got a strong foundation with this person. See, a lot of y'all get out here and y'all be in relationships for years, going through all of this stuff with these men and these women, and you built the house without a foundation. You get what I'm saying? You built around everything that makes the house solid. You just put up the walls, put up the steps, put up the stairs, put up the kitchen with nothing solid to stand on. See, this is where the problem kicks in. After, if everything I just said is the other way around and you're being affected, this when the neglect kicks in. Men want to be appreciated, right?
Facts.
Women want attention.
Facts.
Meaning, most men, due to the fact they don't show emotion, they just want to be told they're doing a good job from time to time. It sounds childish, I know women, but it's real. Sometimes a nigga just need to hear, you doing a good job, baby.
Shit like that.
You know
Shit like that. Shit like
Like,
that.
I really appreciate what you do for this family, what you do for this house, what you do for me, the kids. I see what you do for your other friends and family when you can. I just appreciate you as a whole, as a body, as a spirit. You'd be surprised what that does to a man, right? Attention. Men, this is the fucked up part that some of y'all need to understand. You can't go out here working all of this. It's the biggest contradiction ever. You got to part of me. You got to part of me, bro. Do you remember how I just said the affect part? A man isn't gonna let his woman get affected as long as he can. Like he'll take all the bullets as long as that woman doesn't feel like she's feeling most of the wrath of that situation. Her situation becomes his situation. This is the crazy part. In the midst of you working to make sure everything's good, man, unfortunately, because a woman's emotion level is higher than ours, and they feel more than we do, even though this might not be logical what I'm about to say, Kings, you got to understand, just because you're working 12 plus hours doesn't mean she's happy with the results, especially if she's not getting attention or time. Meaning, if you're out here busting your ass from dusk to dawn, and when you get home, you barely have enough energy to donate to the person that you share a bed with, imagine how much resentment and how much that person's mind would start to wander throughout time. Quick story. I used to work for a gentleman. Shout out you, man. Put me in a very lucrative financial situation for my family. Not just for me, G, for my family. Shout out to the group of guys that I worked with as I was doing this. Helped all of us out, actually. My problem was this. I would work for this gentleman 12 hours sometimes, and sometimes, if it required it, about 14. Sometimes I would go to work, get in at 7 o'clock, and on rough days, I'm working outside, doing landscaping. Sometimes I would come home at 9. That night, all I had the energy for. When I came home, I do what most men do after a long day. I sat my ass took my ass to the bathroom and would sit on the toilet for at least an hour, doing nothing. Just sitting there, holding my phone, scrolling, letting the day wind down in me.
Pause.
By the time I come out the bathroom and you know what I mean, took a shower, cleaned up, it's probably 10 o'clock. I ain't seen my lady all week, but all of maybe 60 hours, 40, not even 40 hours, G. I'm not even like really spending time with this person for like maybe 40 hours a week. She's going to work. She's getting the kids. She's cooking. She's cleaning. She's doing all the things that come with somebody having to move on with life and be single. See, it take a real man to catch it before it go too far.
Fact.
It take a real man to catch it before it goes too far. Me being the person I am, at the time, I had the most to lose out of everybody there other than the boss. I planted the seed and told him, listen, G, I love money. Let's start there. I love money. I mean, but I'm not a fiend. I don't glorify money the way everybody else probably does. I know money's necessary to survive. Money doesn't make or break who I am, nigga. I have a family.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
I haven't hooged my lady in like fucking a week. I'm too tired.
Come on, man.
I'm getting home fucking 10 o'clock. My kids in the bed by the time I get home most of the time, or they're on their way to bed. Aww. My food is in the microwave. It done got cold. My lady, she done put her button on, so she ready to shut it down. I might want to play my game for a little bit. Shit, I can't do that for about maybe 30 minutes to an hour. I want to hear about my lady's day. I only got about 30 minutes to an hour for that before it's like 12 o'clock. Now I got to get sleep to get up and do it all again the next day. Let me tell you something. As a man, I had to tell that man, listen, G, as much as I love and respect you for what you've done for me and my family, bro, if this is how we going to keep working, bro, I don't think I can be here much longer. See, the situation became bigger than me. No. Did my lady say anything? No. Did my kids say anything? No. You want to know when it became a problem to me? Y'all remember earlier in one of these episodes when I said you can feel something's different once you come home and your lady stop embracing you and the kids stop running up to you? That shit stopped. See, people got so used to me not being around that when I came in, I was just a nigga that was home now.
Don't play like that.
See, as men, you got to understand when that attention needs detail. I could have been like a lot of people and not cared and kept making good money. But I spoke up. He could have found another worker, but did he want to lose one? Because he knew at the end of the day I was right? No, he didn't. So what did he do being a man of integrity? Because this is what he had to understand. I wasn't married yet, but he was. If my girlfriend at the time, if I'm going through this with my girlfriend, how the fuck is your wife feeling?
Message.
How would you feel one day and you pop up at this motherfucker, you see the wrong car there and you assume because you've been working all these hours and in the back of your mind, you know you should have been home by now.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
See, sometimes you got to start saying certain shit to let people understand, bro. Certain things can't be replaced. And if you got somebody good and you know they're a reflection of who you are work-wise, and not only did you get this person, but you earned this person. See, some people you get, some people you deserve, some people you earn. And when you earn a person, that means that you've got all the dynamics you need. Because you had patience, you had understanding, you had some, and this is from both people. This is not just from one person. You have patience, understanding. You have the, you know what I mean, the acknowledgement of the sacrifice that is going to come with to get to certain goals. Together. If you earn a relationship with somebody, it leads to this the right way. Because that's your friend. And like I told you prior, friends don't hurt friends.
Facts.
Certain women ain't gonna speak up in certain situations because they do have the nice car. They do have the nice home. They do have the kids. But you want to know what? They don't want to put more pressure on that man by saying, by some women have the gratitude enough not to make that man feel pressure about time and attention because the man has gave them everything but that thus far. And the attention and time is what's keeping things afloat. But at some point, those adjustments need to be made. Long story about that situation is, we made those adjustments. I didn't just have to leave that job or quit that job. And guess what? It was for the benefit of not just me, but for him and everybody else that worked with us. I was working Friday, Saturdays, and sometimes Sundays. And I don't even like to work on God's day. He know that. But sometimes the situations be bigger than you. But that time, that attention, I wasn't about to lose the person that I loved because what was important to somebody else wasn't what I valued. Sometimes greed costs you everything. And it's not looked at as greed when you grinding. But sometimes you got to back away from the table and say, look, G, I'm full for now. I'll come back and eat some of this later, but I'm full for now. And figure out what else around you needs attention.
Message.
Those are the three things right now. A lot of y'all gonna have to understand it's important. Especially when it comes to this attention. Men, don't take that woman not docking the attention that you giving your homies and family and not her. I'm telling you, a solid woman is a dangerous woman.
Message.
But we talk about that on part 2, man. I'm out.